I am really excited, guys. I got to do a guest video on the FAWN network talking about my favorite bookish couples. It went up today. Click right here if you want to watch it, or I'll also leave a link in the description below. I'm just excited because more places to talk about books. I do not get tired of this. I would be super grateful if you guys would watch it and tell me what you think of my picks. We can talk about books there, here, and everywhere. Okay, but what we're talking about in this video is the books I've gotten recently. Book haul! I pre-ordered Fairest, the latest book in the Lunar Chronicles, so I got it the day it was released, but I'm nervous about reading this one as Levana's story has got to be depressing, right? So I've been putting it off. Anybody already read it yet and can tell me what to expect? In other news, if you haven't read the Lunar Chronicles yet, you need to now so you can catch up and celebrate with all of us when winter finally gets released. This is the best in sci-fi fairy tale retellings. Wait, are there other sci-fi fairy tale retellings? My husband got inspired and decided I have to read a Philip K. Dick book, Stat, and selected Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep and then bought it for me. I was like, book for me? Good husband. I'm attempting to read all the seminal works of science fiction, so this definitely counts. So I'll just get to this one sooner than I thought I would. I've seen Blade Runner, but honestly, I can't remember too much about it except for the aesthetic look. So the plot will be pretty much a surprise to me, whatever it is. I know there's androids. So Amanda from the Marvelous Reading Room was cleaning off her shelves and she gave me a bunch of books, some of which I'm keeping and some of which I'll be putting in the little free library down the street from me. Here are the ones I'm keeping. Wool by Hugh Howey. I've heard great things about this one. It's a New York Times bestseller, and I know it was originally self-published before he got a deal with Simon & Schuster. I have no idea what it's about, but I really like this cover, and I could use some more science fiction in my life, so all good. She also gave me Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I'm not totally sure how to say his last name. This has been on my TBR, but I didn't have any immediate term intentions to pick it up. But now that she gave me a copy, I'll have to move it up on the TBR. I mean, we all know the twist from the movie, so I won't get that surprised, but everyone says it's amazing, so I will give it a try. Finally, I'm keeping from the pile she gave me this copy of A Separate Piece by John Knowles. This is one of my favorite books that we read in high school. It's a complicated look at life choices and regret. It was just refreshing as a teen to read a book that treated life as a complex, nuanced thing. I already have a copy which I intend to reread soon, so this one will be going on my giveaway shelf that I have so that when people come to visit, they can take one of my favorite books home. I'm hoping it's like I remembered it in high school. I've been rereading some of my favorite childhood books, and it turns out that some of them are not as good as I remember them, but hopefully that's not the case here. I also have some books here from library book sales. I found this really great copy of The Girl Who Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson. I mean, this is in beautiful condition. I love The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but I hadn't picked this one up yet, and I really need to continue on with this series, so I'm excited to get to this one. For those of you who read it, how does it compare to the first? The same, better? Does it feel different? The first one was like a British tea cozy mystery went Swedish and then got really, really dark. I loved it. I found a copy of one of my favorite books as a kid, The Mouse and the Motorcycle. This book just makes your imagination run wild. I mean, seriously, it's a mouse and he drives small vehicles. It's amazing. I also got When Beauty Tamed the Beast by Eloisa James. I'm a sucker for fairy tale retellings, and Eloisa James is one of my favorite romance writers. I've read this before and it's good. I'll have to include it when I do my planned Beauty and the Beast marathon this year. So, as many of you know, I have this ongoing project called The Most Ridiculous Titles I Have Ever Read, where I find and read books with truly ridiculous titles. So I found another book for that project. It's called Hook, Line, and Shotgun Bride, and is a high-quality Harlequin intrigue book. I feel very blessed. This is a truly magnificent title. I mean, Hook, Line, and Shotgun Bride. That makes no sense, but it trips off the tongue in such a deliciously ridiculous manner. It's perfect. Okay, so that's it. Have you guys read any of these books? Let me know. And again, if you have the druthers, check out my book couples thingy video on the FAWN network and comment and talk about stuff there too if you want.